Hey, it's Brett and Coach, and we are back at more breweries. This time we're trying 5, and we're going in completely blind. So let's head inside to our first one. Our first stop of the day is here at Brothership. I grabbed 2 tasters of very different beers. First up is Dussel, which is a Saison, which comes in at 6.2%. I usually like my Saisons a little bit more funkier and deeper. This isn't bad. I think it just drinks a little light. It's okay. Not biggest on the flavor. I think I'm going to be slightly harsh today and give this a 5. And then what I'm really looking forward to comes in at 6.5%, which is Plasma Wave Bombs Away, which is a raspberry and lime sour. And it says it's modeled after a popsicle. That makes my spit glands go in a good way. Nice little tartness. I wish it was a little bit more berry forward, but it is still very refreshing and tastes like actual raspberries. I would probably give this an 8. Very solid for a sour. I would happily drink this again. An unprecedented additional review. Usually I don't review the non-alcoholics that Brian gets because he has to drive, but this one is actually from Brothership. So let's give it a try. It is a hop-infused sparkling water. This may ruin it for Brian. It tastes almost pickly to me. I mean, it was $3 and it's theirs. And they do offer it as a non-alcoholic option, so I can appreciate it. I don't think I would be taking a second sip. A lot of beer drinking is yet to be had for today, so let's move on to the next spot. We're here at Soundgrowler Brewing, which I would like to point out and say the vibes in here are really cool. I really like the aesthetic, the whole just like logo, and even down to the stamp and the passport. Super cool. We have 2 more tasters here. Shout out to the bartender, because normally they don't do just 2 5-ounce pours, but he's went, I got you, so shout out to him. But let's dive right into it. This is Trolley Beers Unite, which comes in at 5%, and it has flavors of guava, kiwi, and lime. And as a pale ale, that sounds like a pretty interesting combination. I'm picking up more of just like hoppiness versus those fruity flavors, so I wish it was a little bit more leaning towards that fruit tropical, but I don't mind it. I'd probably give it a 5.5. Pretty simple. But what I am amazed, confused, I don't really have words for, what looks like nacho cheese or possibly a melted ice cream treat. This is Lotus Island, which is a smoothie beer, which is mango flavored, hence the color, which comes in at 6%. I can just tell it's viscous, thick. I don't think I've ever seen a beer this cloudy. Like, you cannot see through that at all. It's like you threw a mango in a blender and went, here, this is your beer. Extremely thick, smoothie or pudding texture. I would not guess this has alcohol in it. This is wild. This might be up there for most unique beer just based on presentation, what it looks like, and mouthfeel. Pretty solid taste too. A little tart, but that's just what mangoes are. It's kind of a difficult beer to rate. For the experience, I would give it a 9, but a flavor 7. So I guess I would give it an 8 overall. Let me know in the comments below if you've ever had a beer this thick, just because it's almost not a liquid at this point. It's something that you have to chew through, like pulpy orange juice, but like times 10. We made it to our next stop, which is Hailstorm. What we didn't realize is that it's actually their 11th anniversary party, so that's why it's very busy and very packed here. With that, we only went with 1 full pour. We're just gonna try this one and move on just because it is a little busy, wanna free up table space, that sort of thing, and don't wanna film too much. But this is their Tesla Coil Mead. That's really nice. Sweet, drinks like a mead, obviously. A little bit of raspberry flavor. I guess I don't really have a strong opinion on it. Like, it's good, but like I don't have much more to say than that. 7 out of 10. We thought about staying longer, but it was just really hot in there and kind of noisy. We debated on having another full pour, but I think we're just gonna move on. We enjoyed it for a few minutes, but the air-conditioned car, much needed. Doing the tiniest amount of research. That was a guest tap for the mead, so I apologize. Hailstorm, we'll catch you next time and actually try something from you, but oops, on to the next spot, life happens. And first up is Frogger Lager, which is a Helles lager with lime, and it comes in at 4.7% for ABV. Light limey scent to it. It's the most earthy or cracker-like lime beer that I've had. It's a little bit of a different take on it that I do enjoy. A little bit of lime flavor on the end. It's clearly not just a lager with lime. Obviously it's a Helles, so that's why it has that different flavor profile. I'd give it a 6. Pretty solid, great for summer. And then this is Disco Override, which is a porter, which porters seem to be growing on me. This one is at 5.5%. But with the porters growing on me, I guess that's what this passport is all about, just finding and tasting more beer, different styles, different brewing methods, all that fun stuff. It's not like a Baltic porter or anything like that, so it's pretty coffee forward, smooth, has a good coffee bite to it without being too overpowering. Fairly thin, but that's not really a complaint that I actually have, just more of a general mouthfeel statement. I'd probably give this a 7.5. I did decide to grab one more. This is Rust Wing, which is a cask conditioned pub ale coming in at 4.8%. Very earthy scent to it. It's not very cold to start off with, which if it is poured directly from a cask, that makes sense. Very earthy, smoky, woody, that kind of flavor. More on the bitter side. I'm glad I tried it. It might be a little bit of a work to get through. I would give it probably a 5. But we have one more spot to head to wrap up our beer tour out here in Tinley Park. So an interesting development. We're here at our next place, which is the Vogt House, which has banging Gavel Brewing. But they're closed for a private event until 4:30, which that's about 30 minutes from now. I think we're going to sit in the car, kind of play on our phones. Brian's gonna get gas and wait until they open back up, because it's like we're all the way out here and this is our last stop. So let's kill some time. So here at Banging Gavel Brews, I got 2 more tasters, which isn't a surprise at this point. This is an Irish Red called Slap on the Wrist, which comes in at 5.8%. Pretty middle of the road, standard Irish Red. Nothing super notable. Probably would give it a 5. A little basic. This is a Baltic porter called Solitary Confinement, coming in at 6.9%. I also expected a little bit more than this. I think I preferred Flipside's porter to this one. This one doesn't have a strong, distinct flavor of anything besides beer. I'd probably give it a 4.5 just because it kind of lacks a direction overall. But with that being said, they're both drinkable, they're both fine, and I think we're going to wrap up today. Pause the outro for just a moment. We are going to go to one more brewery, so we are at an even 50 stamps. We are going to head to Ramova, which is other half. I'm not one to comment on staff or anything like that. In there was very frantic. No one individually was doing bad. It's just the communication wasn't quite there. A lot of people were running around trying to do their own thing instead of working together. So it was a very interesting, chaotic environment. And I would like to give the staff benefit of doubt. They did open at 4:30 because they had a private event. Normally they're open earlier, and immediately got swamped and slammed. Almost every table was full. So that might be it, or they were having an off day, but I'm just gonna throw that out there. Take that as you will, but let's head to our actual last stop now. We made it to 50 stamps and stickers in our Drink Illinois passport, so we hit the next level. We will see how many more we will get. We're thinking aiming for 75. Let me know in the comments below if you think we'll reach 75, because 50 was something we were worried about even hitting in this time frame, let alone it only being end of June. Otherwise, here at Ramova, I got 2 more tasters. First up, it is Fruit PB&J, which is a Berliner Weiss, coming in at 4.5%. I think they succeeded in what they're going for. It smells more of peanut butter and jelly than the actual flavor, but it does have a fruit sweetness mixed with a little nuttiness undertone. So I would say that's successful. I would give it 7.5 out of 10. Coming in at 12.5% is their Bananaversary Stout. It smells barrel aged, so hopefully it'll be delicious. A nice creaminess. Banana's more at the end than a front-facing flavor. It's very smooth, almost like a silky melt taste to it. A little bit alcohol burn on the end, but for being 12%, I don't think it's that bad, and it's not that harsh. I don't know if I'm picking up on the toasted coconut and the other nuts in it, but banana for sure. Delicious chocolate banana stout. I would give this an 8 overall. But now, back to the outro. So if you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe, comment down below, and I will see you next time in Coach.